joining me. The topic I'd like to offer some perspective on today is the topic of vulnerability. Authentic leaders understand the importance and value of vulnerability in their relationships. But I get a lot of questions today from leaders, what does it really mean to be vulnerable? Now, in a recent coaching session, I had a leader come into a new team and she shared, I brought all my fears and my insecurities and my doubts. And what ended up happening is that she lost credibility with the team. She could no longer have enough trust with the team. And she came to me saying, well, I was just being vulnerable. But I think there's a very big difference that we need to understand, the difference between indiscriminate honesty and vulnerability. To be authentic requires both honesty and respect. And you have to be respectful to yourself, and diminishing yourself is not necessarily being vulnerable. So this notion of bringing fears, doubts, anxieties, questioning yourself, that can be brought not necessarily to the team, but it can be brought to a mentor, a coach, a confidant that we all need in our lives to bring all of that material, the darker side of that material, sort out the wheat from the chaff, and then bring the wheat, if you will, to the team. And so when you're bringing them to the team is your sense of confidence and strength. Now, that also implies that you say, listen, you don't diminish yourself, but you can say, listen, I don't have all the answers. I need your help. I need you to step up. And to ask for what you need is being vulnerable. It's also being vulnerable when you share your vision, when you share your values, when you affirm people, when you offer somebody positive feedback. That's being vulnerable because you're risking yourself to open that up to another person. So there's a whole wide spectrum of what it means to be vulnerable without necessarily falling apart in front of your team. So the question for the day that I would ask you to reflect on is, what does vulnerability mean to you? And how has vulnerability added value in your leadership and your life? Thanks for listening.